Hey y'all, hey. If you've been following me, you've known that I have been living in Jamaica for over 5 years, well, almost 5 years. And recently I had to come back to America to have surgery on my knee. I recently was inboxed and someone asked me what are the benefits of living outside of America versus in America. So I'm getting ready to tell you because everybody know me love Jamaica. My accent's horrible, so I'm not even going to try. But the benefits of living in Jamaica, I'm a Cubs fan. Um, Being back in America is horrible. Yeah. I love America. Don't get me wrong. I love my country, but I love Jamaica more. And the reason being is in America, we have rent or mortgage, which is no less than $1,500 a month, even for a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom in a nice area. Then you have your electric, your water, your gas, your cable and internet, your car insurance, your health insurance, and even if you have health insurance, then you have a copay. If you go to the doctor, you have a bigger copay if you have to stay in the hospital. The bills are never ending. I literally have a book that I have to write them all down and check them off as I pay them when they come in every month because I can't keep up with them. There's so many bills, right? Then, not to mention, the healthcare system is horrible. The food that they provide us is full of preservatives and poisons so that we get sick, and now we have to depend on the healthcare system and take healthcare medicine and all this stuff. When I moved to Jamaica, I, of course, the food there is organic. It's grown, raised. Your meat is raised there. Your vegetables and fruit are organically grown there. If you go to the farmer's market, if you find a local farmer to sell you your meat and your fish and your eggs and go diving for your fish, whatever, what have you. Anyway, all the food is organic. There's no stuff in it. So automatically that alone, I lost a whole bunch of weight. Go back on my videos. I'm not going to go into it. But living in Jamaica, there it's peaceful. Like the people are so amazing and so friendly. Yes, you have bad everywhere. Everywhere you go, you have good and bad people. There's always going to be guns and drugs and this and that, but you also have a positive side. It's paradise, for God's sake. So I have a 1 bedroom apartment overlooking the sea. It's fully furnished with no utilities. Internet is provided, water, power, everything is provided. And I pay $350 a month. No, 3 times the rent, prove your income, this or that. Oh, you need a place? I have a place. Pay me the first month and a deposit, and it's yours. I've been there 5 years in the same apartment. Why would I move? So when I got sick, I had to come back to America to have surgery. I didn't have anywhere to live because I had sold my house. I sold all my furniture. I sold everything. So just for these few months that I'm in America to have this surgery that's covered by my insurance that I already had from my husband passing, that's a long story. But so the rent was $1,200 deposit, $1,200 rent. The power was $200 deposit, gas $200 deposit, water $150 deposit, internet $100 a month. Then my car insurance, I had to buy a car, so that's another $6,000. Then car insurance runs me $250 a month for full coverage. Like the bills never end. Within 3 months, I spent over 7,000, well, not counting the $6,000 car I bought. In 3 months, I spent almost 8 grand. just because now I have to buy a couch and chair, you know, I have to buy my furniture, had to buy a bed to sleep in, then I had to buy linens to go on the bed, I had to buy dishes, then I had to buy food, which is outrageous, $12 for a dozen eggs. Come on. So yeah, why do I live in Jamaica? Because I don't have to worry and stress myself over bills. Yeah, it's not an easy life compared to America. It's a third world country. Some say it's not third world. They say it's first world. You choose what you call it, what you want to call it. Because for me, it's paradise. I have no hot water and I have no AC, but I have fans in the window and I have the sea breeze coming in. So I don't need it. If I need to wash my clothes, I wash them and hang them out to dry. There's no dryer, but I love that because the fresh sea breeze blows through my clothes. Anywhere you go, 5 miles, 10 miles down the road, there's a river. We go every Sunday to the river. There's waterfalls, there's music, there's dancing, there's people everywhere. Just, I don't know. There's no difference. It's no question for me. I love Jamaica. And as soon as I get well enough and back on my feet, you're damn right, I'm going back. Who's going with me? And for those saying, oh, once your American money run out, you'll go back. No, I won't. I won't. Because I'm retired. I'm on a budget. I've taken my money and budgeted it. I allow myself so much every month while I'm in Jamaica. And once I reach that budget, that's it. And so that money, it'll last me a really long time. I'm not rich by any means, trust me. But I lived in Jamaica on less than $1,500 a month total. Rent, food, everything. So yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay. I do apologize if I'm rambling because I did just take my medicine, so I'm kind of boo-boo. So if I'm rambling, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a big advantage. Not just Jamaica, any country outside the U.S. Pick one. Pick one, search it on TikTok, living in so-and-so country, and there's a million videos of other people that have done it, and you can follow them and get guidance from them. But before you move anywhere, make sure you travel there and see if you like it. Because Jamaica is not for everybody. And it's not for the weak. If you're weak-minded or if you're not street smart or if you're not aware of your surroundings, then don't move here. Absolutely. But I wish you luck. One last thing and then I'm done. Don't come at me with Jamaica's dangerous. Jamaica this, Jamaica that. Because I'm scared to go to the freaking gas station in America. Might get robbed. Go to a concert, might get blown up. Go to visit my nephew at his school, might get shot in a school shooting. I mean, come on now. There's violence everywhere you go. So don't give me that crap. Jamaica polices their own. So it's much safer than you think it is. That's the media. So if you come to Jamaica and you want to tour around and you want to see Jamaica and you're scared to do it, give me a call. Me and my security guards will come get you and we'll show you around. Hey y'all.
I got it.
So somebody asked me why I moved to Jamaica. And I'm going to tell you why. So I don't feel well, so I'm drinking ginger with lime and honey. That's a Jamaican remedy. Or you can squeeze some lime in a shot of rum. And that'll clear you up too. But why did I move to Jamaica? Well, let's go back 4 years ago. I apologize for the background noise. little over 4 years ago. I was married to a wonderful man for the last 18 years. Well, 17 years at the time. And yes, I'm using a filter because I look like horrible because I'm sick right now. So, I was married to a wonderful man for 17 years. We had 4 kids, all of his, but they're my stepchildren. And 10 grandkids, and he worked in the coal mines. Most of you know this and know me. But one day, he laid down for a nap and didn't wake up. And it was devastating to me because we were still in love like the day that we met. We still dated each other and loved each other. I mean, we weren't perfect. We had our issues. Every marriage does. But we loved each other. And so his death was traumatizing to me. And after the day he passed, even before the funeral, only a select few of people, and you know who you are, checked on me, came to see about me, including his children. And our friends, I no longer fit in because I'm now single, you know, with their married couples dates and couples parties, and I just didn't fit in anymore. So everybody drifted away. And so little by little I sold off everything we had. I gave his motorcycle for a little bit of nothing to his best friend, and I sold I gave his truck to his cousin, sold the house, and decided to move back home with family in Kentucky. I hadn't been around them in over 30 years. But I thought maybe it'll be good if I be around family again. Wrong decision. But anyway, long story short, I lived in Kentucky for a whole year. I gave it a chance, and I was still miserable. I was still depressed. And anyway, I went on a girls' trip to Jamaica because I had been talking about Jamaica since I was a little girl. Anybody that knows me, I'm obsessed with Jamaica. My husband, I had told him that year, I said, if you don't take me to Jamaica, then you're paying for me and my girlfriends to go. And he said, no problem. But, of course, he wasn't around to do that. So, me and these 4 other women went to Jamaica for 10 days. And we had an amazing tour guide, Island Tours Jamaica. And we spent an amazing 10 days, I think it was, at the Rio Reggae in Montego Bay. And we had an amazing time. I completely forgot all my problems, everything. And we went back home. And when we went back home, I went back to Kentucky. They went back to Alabama. And I was back to being miserable and depressed and sad. So I called this tour guide and was like, hey, if I come to Jamaica for 3 months, do you think you could help me find, you know, a long-term apartment? Well, short-term. Yeah, no problem. So I got an apartment and I stayed those 3 months, came back home, and I was miserable. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to move to Jamaica 7 months out of the year, and then I'll come back home the other 3 months, because you know you have to live in the United States every 6 months, less than 6 months, in order to not have to file on your taxes and all that. And you know, it's a bunch of paperwork and stuff. Anyway, I go home about every 3 months. But long story short, I went for 3 months, and I've been here a little over 3 years. And the apartment I currently live in, I found through a mutual friend in Jamaica that I had made. He's no longer living. He met his demise last year. But his uncle had a house with an apartment downstairs, and I have a pool overlooking the ocean, and I basically pay $350 a month with no utilities. Yeah, I have a 7-passenger van. I'm running a successful tour company showing people around the island. Most of my tours are single females traveling alone because they trust me, you know. But yeah, that's how I ended up in Jamaica, and I love it here. It was the best move I've ever done. It was the best decision in my life. I lost over 80 pounds, about 65 or 70 actually. Went from a size 16 down to an 8 within 7 months. And I put a little bit back on now, but it was the best move I ever did, mentally, physically, emotionally. I still have my days, I still miss my husband, but I love Jamaica, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So don't listen to the advisories, because the neighborhoods that they mention in those advisories, the neighborhoods and the areas that they mention, as a tourist, you will never go there. We wouldn't take you there if you paid us. You'll never reach those areas. So you're perfectly fine to come and enjoy your vacation and have a wonderful, amazing time. If you have any questions about moving to Jamaica or coming to visit, or you need a tour guide, or you even need airport transport, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to help you out.
I always find it ironic that in places called third world countries, the quality of life can be so much more vibrant, invigorating, filled with real relationships, laughter, joy that we don't get here in the US. For example, when I would go to Jamaica growing up, I always noticed that work wasn't as much of a priority. And then I realized that in the US, we live to work, and in other countries, they work to live. In the US, we value our luxuries. We love having things. We go to Amazon, we click, we buy, 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 buy. It's a ton of consumerism. It's a ton of prioritizing these material things, but we don't prioritize human connection the same way. Living in the West, it's a very I-focused society. So we are focused on ourselves, our gain, our lives, our world. And when you go to another country where it's more we-centric, it's less individualistic and more of a collective, there's just this level of laughter and joy and connection. In Jamaica, we party with each other. We party with our friends, our family. They may not have as much monetarily, but they have so much more joy. They're gonna play dominoes, they're gonna connect, they're gonna meet up, they're gonna talk. Those types of things don't happen in the US as much because we're all so busy doing business. We all got our own things going on. It's big as hell. You're all the way in this state, I'm all the way in that state. It's just not the same kind of environment that fosters those.
Welcome back. Hope you have watched that video until the end. That's for the first time. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channels, share, comment, and like. Luis Falcana is a US minister and are white people. Luis Falcana is the one who is fighting for us, we as African, and he also sending a warning to Donald Trump to respect Africans and also to stop bullying Africans, because we as African, we are the one who built the United States. Black American were the one who built the United States, and as also we know that a Black American, that they are the one driving the United States economy. So he has come out and tell Donald Trump to stop bullying the Black Americans, stop this kind of deportation of Black Americans, to sign this, to stop this kind of supporting the gang, so that they can overturn the after they have. He has come out and tell the Donald Trump to stop this kind of what he's saying. So as we all know that Africa has a lot of minerals, and Africa is the largest mineral exporter. Look at how the West is being using us. So Luis Africana has telling us that we as Africans, we must united. You must united outside the Africa, like and also in the other countries. We must follow the suits of Chinese. When you go to Chinese in each and every in the United States, Chinese have really united. They find that when even though going to wholesaler, they go to support their own Chinese square. But we as African, we 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 as Africa were divided. So Luis Farcana has sending a warning to us so that we must cooperate, we must unite it as Indians, like Chinese, so that we conquer this. And he has also come out and tell Donald Trump to stop this habit of deportation. As we all know that when Donald Trump came in power, the first thing he announces that all the immigrants will be deported back to their countries, which is not good. And we also know that these people went to look for green pasture. Most of them went through slavery. As we all know that the people who was most doing this slavery business is the white people, and those people are settled there. Now, when he came in power, he just announced that. As we all know that Donald Trump also announces that he is going not to fund any NGOs like the USAID, which has been existing for so long. So Luis Van Gaal has come out and said that Donald Trump must respect the people of Africa. He must respect people of Caribbean. He must respect people of Jamaica. He must respect the Black American, because as we all know that United States cannot run without Black American, because we have skills, we have energy, we have power, we have everything compared to those people. They are using us as a puppet, and he has also come out and telling the African leaders to wake up. African leaders have been used as a puppet with these Western countries. So he has come out and tells the African leaders to wake up, to unite, to stop this being used as a puppet, support each other. When we see African leader is being fought by this Western country, we as Africa, we must support them. Look how our brother Traore is going through. We as Africa, we must support with our own. So Faragani has come out and warned these people, has told us that we must stand up, we must stand with solidarity, we must defend our own. This culprit of being worshipping this white must be stopped at the end. We must come out, we must unite it, we must defend our own leader. These people has eliminated most of us. Look what they did to Mohammed Gaddafi, what they did to Mugabe. So these people has which kind of killing our own African, and we as our leaders have been quiet. It's high time we stand up, we support each other, we have been given powers, we have been given support from these white people like Faragani is a white, but she is really defending us. He is telling us that this is the time we must wake up. This is the time that we must defend our own. It's a right. It's a right, like Traore has a right to speak. It's a right of him. So these people want to use our resources to benefit our country. So when they saw that we are united, they split us through what? Supporting this gang of what is happening now in Haiti, what is happening now in DR Congo, what is happening now in Sudan is because of this kind of people. They are supporting these people so that they can divide. We as African, we find each other, but as we had not come across and see a white country fighting with other countries. These people has a lot of lies. They have killed our own people. In United States, we find that people has been killed in the street, and we as African leader, we are not defending our own people. So it's high time we defend our own people, we support our own people, we defend our resources. Our resources is made for people of Africa. Our resources is not made for people outside Africa. These resources must remain here, support us, support our children, support our generation. This kind of colonialism, we must scrap it out. We must support it. Faragani has really defended us, has really says it's a waking call for us, we as African, we as Caribbean, to stand firm with our own people. Thank you so much for watching my video once more. Thank you for my loyal supporters who have been subscribed to my YouTube channel and they are coming back to watch my video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Amen. Bye bye.